do my hair. Hey, chat. What's up, Sonic people? How you doing? What a vibe. Anyway, so great to have you here. Welcome in. This is a really exciting stream. I've been looking forward to it. Hold on one second. Let me get my sip of coffee. Fuck, that's hot. Okay. Oh, God, that's hot. I wish I was making a funny. So originally this was going to be a Pokemon and Sonic music stream, but I'm doing a video with True Green on Monday. We're recording on our own. And so we were talking, and it feels like he didn't want me to just deviate from that, which makes sense because he wants me to hear some of these tracks for the first time. So in case someone suggests something, it's fair. So there will be a Pokemon music stream next week before Thanksgiving, which is Thursday. So I'll be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this normal, if you haven't heard, I'm full-time streaming right now, which means we're filming episodes for the channel on these live streams, and then they're being taken and sent to my editor, and then my editor is working his magic, coming back and then uploading them. So that's why you don't see it super fancy. I don't have like a Sonic picture or anything, because I don't want too many people I want enough people to be here so that we engage in a fun hangout, but not so many people that then they don't come back and watch the actual video. So that's the plan. So today's agenda, we have about 3 hours together from 2 to 5. So give or take 2.5, 3 hours. The plan is going to be craziness. There's 243 of you in here. There's 6 over on Twitch. I see you Twitchers. I see you Twitch folks. That's that real support over there. The goal here is to just have you shout your favorite Sonic tracks. And then I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to do the same thing I would do on a video. Stop, start, talk at the end, kind of like whatever. And then my editor will take it and make it fancy. But for us, it's just, really like bare bones, just listening to music. If we have time, how long is the Sonic Symphony, chat? Is it an hour and a half? 2 hours? Shit. All right. One of you said 50 minutes and all the rest of you have said 2 hours. So one of you is wrong. Huh. Two hours and 2 minutes. Okay. We'll do a separate stream after Thanksgiving. So on my way to Christmas time, we'll listen. That'll be my gift to you. We'll listen to the Sonic Symphony together. So, yeah, no, we're going to watch the whole stream. Some of you got both Twitch and YouTube up. That's real loyalty. So I haven't been listening to any other Sonic music because I'm trying to retain as much of my Sonic virginity as possible. So all that to say, anything you give me today will be fresh and new. Okay? So the phrasing, nothing was wrong with my phrasing. So what I'd like to do is just in about 10 seconds, I'll open this up. I got to do my intro and stuff. And the goal will be to listen to these tracks out of context, talk about each track individually, and then we will film, record. You won't be in the video, but in spirit you will be. And then after that, we will do it twice. So we'll do 2 Sonic reaction videos today, okay? So we'll start one. We'll do it for about 40 minutes. We'll reset. I already finished Sonic X Shadow. Then there's 2 videos out. Then we'll stop. I'll end. So about 40 minutes of music talking. So about probably like 6 to 10 tracks. Then I'll stop. We'll reset. Thanks, Enrico. Appreciate the. We'll stop. I will. I will do something. 1 sec. Then we'll reset, do it a second time. That's the plan for today. Okay? Sound good? We'll do 2 videos today. So about 20 tracks today. Or until my brain melts. So sometimes that can be soon. Also, mind you that tomorrow I'm meeting with a really, really successful and wonderfully talented singer named Chaz who loves Sonic. So tomorrow he's gonna take me on a tour of his favorite Sonic songs. I do hope you'll watch that video as well. So that will be not live. So I'm getting 2 full days of Sonic here basically. So Chris Scott says hi. Shut the fuck up, Chris Scott, my buddy. Oh man, I'm gonna text that bitch right now. Watch, you're like, he's my professor. Chris Scott. Someone was on my live and just said, you said hi. Oh man, Chris. I hope that's him. No, it is him. Okay. All right. It's one of my students. Oh, I said nothing negative. I said nothing negative. Just shouted, what? That bitch? He's introducing you to video game music through me? Oh man, that's awesome. All right. Thanks, Meme Dream. Okay, so here's my one request. Here's my one request from you, chat. Can we coalesce here in one unit? Can we promise to only request music when I say let's listen to music, okay? Send all those responses. Let's share one brain cell and only post requests when it's time. Otherwise, this will not be fun, because otherwise it's just going to be, and that's not as fun, because we're going to like talk together. We're going to like, I'm going to talk to you. You're not, but I'm not going to, I'll engage with you, but I'm not going to talk directly to you. And then after the song, when that little corner of it, when we pick a new one, that's when we'll talk. Okay. That way we just enjoy the music. We talk about it. We vibe. Otherwise it's too chaotic. Okay. Mods can't pin a message. So let me do that really quick. I have a question about opera singers. How do they use voices to portray certain feelings or tone? And is it clear cut of higher pitch, meaning more positive narratives? No, it's that is such a wonderful and complex question that I would like to answer, but I can't right this second. Well, that's really complex. I will answer that question at some point very soon. Thank you so much for asking that. It's a great question. Okay. All right. Let me pin. Please. Oh man, you're already getting deleted. Please don't spam requests when music is being discussed. There will be a time for songs to be suggested. Okay, we're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? 400? I don't know. This is going to get a little bit crazy. Also want you to know, I'm literally going to read every single, what did I have for breakfast? I had 5 tortillas because I hate myself. And then I had yogurt with a banana and blueberries with some peanut butter and a coffee. Okay. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm a little tired today. Yeah, no, it was just like keto. Anyway. Thanks, Ellie. All right. So I'm not going to be able to see, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's request. I do also ask you to just like understand that and like not be mad at me. because it's impossible. There's 400 people. This is only going to get more people because I'm really happy because Sonic fans have a good time. We enjoy listening to music together. I feel so loved by the Sonic community. So just know that I can't get to everything. It's impossible. We're going to do 10 and 10. So 20 tracks. Please don't be upset. Please don't yell angrily in chat. You know, don't do donations unless you want to support the channel. Don't do donations to get your song picked. Please. If you give any money, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run, but I probably won't play your song. just teasing. But seriously, there's nothing I can do with that. Okay. Alrighty. No, the Wheel of Names, by the time I grabbed everything, it would be terrible. Plus, it's more fun. Wait, before we start, can we listen to what's that pumpkin song? What's that pumpkin song? Pumpkin, isn't that the rap? I heard it yesterday in a video game music quiz. Pumpkin Hill. Is that the one where the Knuckles rap? Is that the one? Pumpkin Hill. Sweet Jesus. Look at all of you. I love your enthusiasm so much. I'm going to listen to that first, okay? I'm sorry. I was very intrigued. I was really intrigued, so I really want to listen to it first. Let's do that one first, okay? And then we'll dive into stuff. All right, perfect. A ghost pumpkin soup, is that what it's called? Is it this one? Yes. Yep. Yes, sir. Yep. Knuckles is so awesome. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let me take a sip of coffee and start this intro. You're watching it live. I'm a little nervous. Nipples the enchilada. What time is it? It's 2:40. So no suggestions yet. We'll get there. All right. What's up, everybody? I am so excited because today is my third time reacting and listening to and analyzing Sonic music for the first time. I'm really excited because I feel like I still have hundreds of songs to listen to. This is crazy. I'm just so amped up. And of course, we're going to dive right in. We're watching this. We're doing this live. There's a studio audience. I'm really excited because first things first is going to be a Ghost Pumpkins soup. I heard it the other day on a video game music quiz live stream, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So now we're going to listen to a Ghost Pumpkin soup, Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 2 to start this video off. I'm really excited. Let's see what we do. Stopping and starting as we go. Maybe, maybe not. Let's have a good time. Here we go. What the? Hold on. False start. Here we go.
You know me, the fighting freak Knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill.
I love.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghost try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkin in the alley.
What?
Didn't seem happy, but they sure try to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet.
Not the like 80s hip, the 90s hip hop upper register tone. It's so... What? A ghost truck? Is that a bass saxophone? Notice what's not stopped is the bass. find my lost piece.
I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost
Tried to approach me, he got leery.
Spooky up in here. It's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going. I'm
Ba-dum, bow, bow, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bow, bow, ba-dum.
nobody's scared.
Ba-dum, bow, bow, ba-dum. It's amazing. Dum 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 dum.
It ain't no thing.
Fascinating. I am so happy I heard that. That is fantastic. So, a couple interesting things to me about this particular track is really the way that we represent Knuckles. Now, obviously, Pumpkin Hill must be a zone, and it must be a spooky sort of, I think is it a nighttime zone? I mean, I assume it is, but obviously it's got some sort of like ghost theming. I could be wrong. Doesn't really matter. But what's really funny to me about this is coming across Knuckles' personality. Now, I have not heard a theme built around Knuckles yet, but what I find really interesting is that whether or not this represents a theme or a zone or a character, what I find really charming is how we describe Knuckles like as a character. So a couple different musical things that I find really interesting. First of all, lyrics, we got to look at those. You know me, the fighting freak, Knuckles. And we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? So that's interesting. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery. Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. Well, that doesn't really showcase. That doesn't showcase Knuckles' strength. But I know that it's the great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around here somewhere. I'm going to hold my head because I have no fear. This probably seems crazy. A graveyard theory. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery. So asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys crying pumpkin in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back 'em with the fist, metal crack 'em. I'm hearing someone say, you're a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, 'cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall, and then I started to fly. I went in deeper. So, like, Knuckles to me is like such a chill, like, whatever. Like, there's an inherent feeling of like Knuckles is better than Sonic. And that's the vibe I get. Knuckles is fearless. Knuckles is like just the most relaxed, cash dude ever. I mean, he's an echidna. What do they do? I don't know. Point is that we get this in a couple different ways, the strength. First of all, we get it in this fantastic bass line the whole time. Check this out. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum bum 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 bum. The entire song, we have that bass. That's like a jazzy sort of like plucked thing, right? You think like smooth jazz, you think of like a jazz trio. So you get that smooth bass, and that really, I think, sends it home more than anything. You get a little bit of that piano, but that doesn't really signify strength and confidence to me. But really what it is the rap. The rap style is I think one that is really rooted in like, man, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like there's a strength in that sound. I think it's the way that it's relaxed. It's like not hyper pointed. The energy's not too fast. The rhythm's not too fast. And so what we end up with is this like sort of like, he's just like, this is Knuckles. It's like, he was afraid of me, you know? And that's awesome. because that characterization, I think, moves through Pumpkin Hill, whether it's a zone or whatever it is. Like, I think it's fun to get like Knuckles' sense of confidence in that music, and yeah, that was really fun. Honestly, the curse of Sonic having a million different genres in its music seemingly continues. So that was a blast. I'm really glad I listened to that. All right, gang. Holy fuck, there's a lot of you now. I hope I was right. Are you ready? Oh, hey, Hyper, thank you. Yes, you're ready? Okay. I'm going to count you down. And just slam it, okay? I'll do my best. I'm going to pick one out of 610. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. This was a terrible idea. Okay, and stop. Okay. All right, let's go through. No more. Someone funded? Oh, no. Thanks, Enrico, for becoming a member. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. We're just vibing. It's okay, this works. The mods know. And thank you, mods. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. We'll do Rooftop Run Day from Sonic Unleashed first. Well, why did it start? I'm sorry. Why did it start playing? Oh, because I had the play on. Okay. Next up is a game that I really want to play, Sonic Unleashed, mostly because of that fantastic IGN review, really convincing me that it was the best game ever made. I'm really excited to listen to Rooftop Run Day from Sonic Unleashed. Here we go. Yeah, switching into the guitar, it's awesome. Slowing it down. Wow, that's... That's cool. Nice, you get the strings back. That's a really nice bridge there with the electric guitars dancing with each other. Nice breakdown. Oh. Man, now that's a song that screams Sonic energy to me, and I love that. I wrote a couple things down that I wanted to talk about, some really interesting stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get time stamps here, so hopefully it won't detract from it a little bit. But something that I really loved was the way that we use violins to really propel that melody forward. Like, that melody is so bright. It's such a sonic melody. Da ba 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 da 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 da. It's so bright. And you know, more than anything, it's interesting how a melody can be so inviting. You know, that's the cool thing about melody, is that melody, like, it just, it's like a warm, it can be so many different things. A warm sigh, a smile, you know, sadness, depending on the piece, like, you know, motivating, inspiring, joyful. I mean, so many different adjectives. And I loved the violins then shifting into the electric guitar, and then them dancing with the electric guitar. And then that wonderful, there's also a really nice layering happening, where then we have the violins and then another set of strings coming together and bouncing off of each other. And we see the same thing also happen there with the guitars in that bridge, that little B section. Oh man. And this track, this theme is really, you know, Rooftop Run Day is really split into two sections, the middle, or the beginning, and then the middle, and then it goes back to the beginning. So we have ABA, right? This is the structure of that, if we look at it from a compositional perspective. A, B, you know, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And something really cool happened here. Let me find, I think it's really worth finding. Hold on one second. Was here. Yeah, we slow down right here in this little corner. Check this out. This is a really fun little thing. This is not what this is, but it feels like it. Hold on one second. We rallentando a little bit. We slow down just a little bit. And something that's really cool that I've experienced a lot in my days in the classical world is something called rubato. Rubato means stolen. Rubare is to steal. And one of the things that is really fun about that is that we slow down, we pull back, we sort of steal time. And it's not exactly what's happening there, but it's a perfect example of a version of that. And then we speed back up, right? So it's more of a rallentando, where we're slowing down and then we thrust back into the normal tempo. And I love that because it reminds me a lot of Sonic as well, where Sonic's building up that boost meter, and then pop, and then we go, right? And that's really musically representing that Sonic energy, which is really fun. Also, just in general, I mean, I think like isolating the guitar with just the drums was so fun, especially in that B section there. And it really, more than anything, I circled melody, because melody is just so awesome in Sonic music. Melody, driving forward, enthusiasm, being excited. It's just great. I mean, like it's really hard to deny how much fun Sonic is. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's do something. All right, I'm gonna make this easier on me. Let's do themes. Let's do I thought I'd heard this before. This was a remix. Oh, okay. Let's do something from, let's go old school. Thanks, Trinka. Let's go, appreciate it. Let's go to classic Sonic. Let's go to like old school, okay? Think old school. I want some old representation, okay? You think that he's gonna not make it any easier? So, are you ready? I'm talking old school, like Genesis. Let's do Genesis. Chiptune style, yeah. All right. I didn't say go. Oh my God. All right. None of those count. 3, 2, 1, go. Dreamcast does not count as old school. No, I want old school. I want old. Okay, and stop. When did Sega CD come out, guys? It's on Twitch too, yeah. 93? Okay, valid. Thank you. Just checking. All right. I'm seeing this one pop up a lot, so. Let's do Quartz Quadrant Present JP. Okay, let me grab this. Next up, we're going to be checking out, could I have done that any higher pitched? Next up, we're going to be checking out Sonic CD Quartz Quadrant Present. This is the Japanese EU HD. I don't know what that means, but here we go. I think this is the Japanese version, I guess, because I know there were 2 versions. Here we go. Sonic CD Quartz Quadrant Present. That's a terrific interplay. Whoa. It sounds like an accordion. It kind of slows down ever so slightly. Well, it's the melody that makes it seem slower. Wow. 1993, huh? Man, you know what's amazing about that is that like I picked up on the melody almost instantly. Like within it was a 3-minute and 43-second track, and by the end I was humming it. See, like that's what I'm talking about. Like that's what makes music so amazing, and that's one of the things that I've really come to learn to appreciate about sonic music now. This is my third time really sitting down with a bunch of tracks, and like the melody is so present. It's like amazing. Like that's the thing that makes it so cool to me, is that like we're constantly in a melodic focused state. Like melody is so important to sonic music. I really I love it. I mean, like I mean, it's so cool. So that's the thing that's really fun about that, is that the trumpets, it's interesting because in that particular piece, the piano and the trumpets in the beginning interplay off of each other really well. And instantly, again, what do we have? We have rhythm. And that rhythm is what drives the piece forward. Again, we have constant rhythm, constant propulsion, constant movement. And on top of that, we're also getting this like just incredible bop where especially at 54, there's this 54 seconds in, there's this gorgeous transition with broken glass. And it's just like, it's a shift tonally, and it slows down ever so slightly without losing its speed. Check this out. It's so cool. Right there. You see how... And then what's cool is that we break glass again. It's such a cool way to shift transitions into a new piece. And then we shift again, and then we're full melody. So the first, it's actually like micro sections. So the first half goes up to 45 seconds. We get that counterplay between the piano and the trumpet, right? You know that. Then in the middle, we slow down here, 49 to I think around a minute. And then we shift again, and this is when the trumpets get that da-dum, 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 da. And what's cool too is that we don't necessarily know what instrument is going to take the lead when we start. So when we start, we have that interplay between the piano and the trumpets here, right? And so you're like, okay, the piano is the main driver of this, right? Right, so you don't know where it's going to go. And then you fast forward to about a minute. You fast forward to about 56 seconds. Give it a second. Now we've got this like accordion thing, which is kind of out of nowhere. It's awesome. Da, ba, 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 da, ba, da, da. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba. You know what I mean? And then it's cool because then you actually shift again, and when you end up with is the trumpets, and then it's like with this like soprano sax sort of brighter sound, a clarinetish thing, whatever. And like that may be obvious, right? Like all I'm doing is like calling out the different instruments, but the transitions are what make it really interesting. And that's part of active listening that I really am trying to champion on this channel, especially is that like we get a lot out of like, okay, well, what's happening here? What's the sound? What's this? What's that? And I think it actually enhances our enjoyment of music when we can kind of look at it ever so slightly. I'm not talking like with a compositional critical eye, though that's really interesting and worth pursuing as well, but from like a, how is this made? Why are things happening here? Why are things happening here? What does that mean? What does this mean? Asking questions about your favorite pieces of music will get you really far, and it will make you appreciate them even more. And so that was just a delight. And again, I mean, you almost, quartz, I think of like crystals and stuff. So you hear a little bit of that sound in there with the trumpets and with the, there's a sound quality in there of like almost like diamond or quartz. So like, the actual mineral, that does come through. And also like, just for the sake of mentioning it, if this game came out in the early 90s, like at that time period, what did you have out there? You had Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you had Lemmings, you had Echo the Dolphin, Super Mario Kart, Streets of Rage 2, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Dragon Ball Z Super Butoad. I don't know if anybody's playing that. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So like Romancing Saga 2. So like this music feels, I don't remember the sound font of the 90s, but like it's pretty cool how refined this feels. This feels really dense. It feels really complex. It feels really like full. I don't recall like Super Mario Kart necessarily having that same fullness. And that's something also about Sonic music that I found really interesting, is that it feels like, and I'm not just pandering to the now 700 people in this chat room that are sitting in here while I'm talking about this, but it does feel like there's a certain degree of significance in the writing of this music that feels very advanced for the time. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but there's something about it that feels very modern despite when it came out, right? And that's also something really fun and worth exploring. It was really neat to hear something older, especially because there's so much Sonic out there right now. So that was cool. Okay, how you guys doing? You doing all right? You doing good? No, I didn't say go. You doing good? All right, good. So that we did 3. Okay, 3. So we'll do another. Let me just take a swig here. Oh, you're working? Okay, so what I would like now, I want a slower song. Can we do slow songs? I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired. Let's do slow songs because I'm tired. I want some slow ones. All right, let's do slow. 3, 2, 1, go. Sweet baby Jesus. I know there's a better way to do this, but it's also so fun. Are there really this many slow ones? The fuck? Oh man, some of these seem really intriguing. Okay. Okay. All right, stop. Let me catch up. Okay. That seems slow. Well, we'll do a slow one for the second video anyway, so that's okay. Is I am all of me slow? I don't think that that's true. Someone's just trying to sneak that in there. Okay. Define slow? Slower than what we've listened to. I think we got it though. I think I got it. I want to do something sort of like that most people don't like, and that's Lost World. I just out of my sheer curiosity. This is Sea Bottom Segway from Sonic the Lost World. That's what I really I'm fascinated. I asked for a slow song, so hopefully the person that suggested this in my chat right now actually chose a slow one. This is Sea Bottom Segway from Sonic the Lost World, or Sonic Lost World, excuse me. I'm very intrigued because I bought this game, and I know that it's not necessarily the most well-liked Sonic game, but something about it feels very intriguing to me. So or maybe I just want to play all the worst Sonic games. Let's take a listen. Hold on. Oh, it is slow. That's a vibe. All right, maybe not slow, but it's certainly mellow. Yeah, nice. That's gorgeous. Oh, key. Oh, chord shift. Wow. I love that. It almost feels like it's almost like 1920s like ballads. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. And, wow, what a fantastic transition back to the beginning. Wow. Yada, yada. Yada, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh, gorgeous. Sea Bottom Segway, huh? Sea Bottom. Yeah. Some nice doubling in there with the string and the piano. We're all the way in the upper register in the piano too. Pay attention to that. Da, 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 da. We build with crescendo. We build into the reset. Nice little transition here. This little bridge. Yeah. Yeah. Love that open chord, just arpeggiation here. Shada yado. Yada yado. That's amazing. It's a 2-bar phrase. It's da yada. God. Do you feel that call and response there with the violins and the strings mixed with that piano? My God, it's like so sumptuous. Da, 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 da. Da, da, ya, da. Like, that is a delightful loop. That is a delightful loop. Oh, man. This is the second half. So this is the B section essentially. Honestly, if you put that on a loop and just like go and do something else and like find like some extended track of it somewhere, you could just listen to that for like 15 minutes. That is magnificent. I think that's my favorite that I've listened to today thus far. And I'll tell you why. It is so beautiful. Like, that's like a simple way of saying it's like it's good, right? But it's so beautiful. I mean, like, think about it. So we have like essentially we have three melodic lines. Da 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 ya da 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 question, and then we resolve, right? Da 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 ba ba. And then on top of that, then you get that B section. So also, like, think about the fact that the piano, we're in the very upper register of the piano, and the very upper register of the piano is a very like innocent sound. There's like a childlike quality in that sound, or like it's there's almost like a feminine quality in that sound. There's a natural like caretaker mode that activates when you hear that. And mind you, it's not really, we're not like hitting the keys. So there's like a gentleness in that. Now you add the strings. The strings are interesting in this one. So we're talking about a C bottom segue. C bottom. There's the bottom of the C, right? And so the strings, either two things. And again, this is all just up here, right? It's all interpretation. Who knows? It's like the movement of the waves, right? Movement of animals underwater, or it's the wind blowing through the air. The thing is, like, that's the whole point of composition. And if you're seeing this, that's my Twitch notification, and thank you to that person. The point is that like there's a natural quality in this of just moving through the sea, and what's furthermore, what's really cool is that we never lose the momentum, even though it is slower than the other tracks. We don't lose the momentum of Sonic. And you know why? We can hear it at the do that 10 times fast. That's really cool. And so we get this like long legato strings, very beautiful, very like sophisticated, very elegant, very, you know, for me that has a lot of hope in it. So a lot of like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to beat this stage. You know why? Because like, I might have to turn that off. I'm going to go. It's the ghost behind me. I'm going to go and I'm going to thank you. I'm going to go and I'm going to defeat this. I can do this. And that's to me like the, you know, that's the really cool bit right there. That's fun. I really, really, really liked that. I appreciate you so much. I better turn that off. Stream elements, 3 maps. Because here's what would happen if I just left the chat on. That's why I can't have it on, because otherwise. All right, hold on 1 second. And thank you for validating me with your Twitch sub. I appreciate that. I don't always have nearly 800 people in my chat, but when I do, it looks like this. It's a good problem. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for wanting to hang out. It's great. I'm so sorry. I just have to turn this off. Otherwise, I'll turn it back on later. It's so catchy. Actually, this will stay on. That's fine. You're not late. You're right on time. Great. Does before we hop into more Sonic, that was track number 4. So we're still cruising. Does anybody have any questions? I'm here to answer some questions if you have them. What's 2 + 2? Last time I checked, it was 4. Why is this guy so obsessed with Radon? Sigma. Can I go soprano? No. Favorite color? Burgundy. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Can be. All right. Am I a falsetto? No. Why not just knock all the vocal songs in one go? Because I want variety. How does one convert gemstones to music? Great question. Where does that dang? I don't know. What songs have I listened to? Songs that I can't remember. Favorite movie? Gladiator. Have I done Westopolis? No. Have you heard? I heard, I can't remember. What the scallop? No questions. Okay. What style do you want? I'll tell you in 10 seconds. No fan games. Who's your favorite chatter today? Too many to count. Did you watch the Half? No. Do you sing falsetto? No. I don't have a list of songs. That opera question from before. Good question. It's too complicated to answer briefly. Do I have any experience with instruments? Yeah, I played piano for 11 years, but I wasn't committed, so I stopped. So I sucked. Why did you stop singing job-wise? Anxiety. What's your favorite shape? Round. What is your favorite style or genre when it comes to Sonic songs? I really like the slow ones. It's weird. I sang for a decade. What got you curious about Sonic or Sonic music? It was a blind spot for me, and I wanted to explore it. Hi, Twitch. What's been the Sonic game you've enjoyed the music from the most? Sonic R. Will you play Sonic Forces on stream? Yes. What would be your favorite genre of music to listen to? Classical. Do I plan on playing Deltarune? Yes. How do you get such a great beard? Genetics. And not shaving. How do I look so handsome? I don't. What would you say is your favorite Sonic song so far? I'm good. I'm a little tired. Did you know if you search up the world's most edgiest song, you get a Sonic song? That's not true. Is that true? Do I like Dragon Quest? Yeah. Do you have a preference for modern or classical Sonic yet? I think modern. I want to play Sea-Bottom Segway, so do it. How does one send a pick song? You put it in here. Would I be down to play the adventure? Yes. What's your favorite song so far? Can you feel the sunshine? What's your favorite classical piece? Franz Liszt, Hungarian Rhapsody number 2. What is the best experience you've had in your career? Which career? What is your opinion on Terraria music? It's nice. We doing Pokemon today? No, we're going to do it next week after I do my video with True Green. How can I get a beard like yours? Pray. What are some of your favorite game OSTs of all time? The Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed 2, Red Dead Redemption, others. What is the hardest part of transitioning from opera to YouTube? The crippling anxiety. It's just not the same. Most of my YouTube success has been luck and hard work, but mostly luck. Dark or milk chocolate? Dark, because I'm lactose intolerant. I'm having a great day. Yeah. Best character and why it's Knuckles, because he's fucking cool. Ketchup or mayo? Mayo. Can I swim? Yes. Favorite Sonic song? Can you feel this? Favorite animal? Horses and my dog. When's Warframe 1999? Isn't it December 13th? Isn't it? December 3rd. You should stream. Yeah, I'll do a stream for every Sonic game. I'm fine with that. Am I excited for Gladiator 2? I'm really not sure. What's the next game you're going to be playing? Stalker 2 later today. Un saludo para mi mamá, mami que no está viendo, pero igual le mando un saludo. Hola, mami. Is your back itchy? No. Are you excited for Gladiator 2? I'm not sure. Do I like Sonic music? Yes, I'm not just doing this for money. Security Hall and Spy. What's your? How do you take your coffee? Black, like my. No, never mind. I had thought about that. No, I take it with creamer, but not too much. How am I feeling today? I'm good. Favorite Sonic composer? I'll come back to that. What is the meaning of life? To do something you love, but not too much because then you'll hate it. Do I think Sonic should be red? No. What is your favorite piece from Beethoven? Adelaide. You've made a Sonic fan out of me, yes. What do I think of Black Myth Wukong? I like it a lot. I voted for it for Game of the Year. Do you have any question? I don't know. What's my vocal range? Low C to high C. Singing video coming out today? No. Favorite key? D. D for D. No. I love Ender Lily's music. It's really good. Okay. How do I groom my beard? I don't. I have someone do it for me. I go to the barber. I'm having a good day, yeah. Cheese pizza? I'm lactose intolerant. Mushroom pizza. Okay. Will I play Sonic 06? 4. I could. Yeah. Yes, Sonic Colors. Yes to Sonic Unleashed. What countries have I visited? Italy, France, Germany, Switzerland, stuff, other places. I am starting to see why Sonic fans love Sonic. English or Spanish? ¿Por qué no los dos? Favorite Sonic character? Knuckles. Who's a good boy? My dog is a good girl. Favorite classical piece? Finlandia by Sibelius. My day's good. Will I stream Notlon? No. What other... Have I heard it? No. Too many questions. Do you plan on playing Sonic CD? Probably not. Will I ever play a Zelda game? Unlikely. Yes, Mega Man, yes. When are you going to suit up like Sonic and run very fast? I weigh 250 pounds, so not anytime soon. Banner Saga? Yes. Yes. Favorite food? Pasta. Yes, the official Sonic Symphony Orchestra. I wish I could go. Theme of Infinite? Really? Okay. All right, I think, are we ready? I love the planets. I have Rickrolled people, yeah. I'll do another one of these, yeah. Witcher 3 is really good. Kingdom Hearts soundtrack? Yeah, I would like to. All right, sorry. Ooh, this is a lot of people. I'm sorry. Usually my streams are not this full. All right, so suggestions are on both. Who? Okay. The first game I ever played was Super Mario World. I didn't speak English. All right, let's go with Are there classical pieces in Sonic? Let me close this. Joel. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate you. All right, I want you to think of a classical piece. Joel's out here giving out 20 memberships. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you as always. Let's go ahead and do classical. I'm talking like, can we find a classical piece? Like orchestrated. Kind of like the one we just listened to, but more. Okay? Let's take a look. Think like orchestra, strings, you know, sort of. There's got to be some. Oh, you're already going. Okay. Wait, no. Look, all right. Go. Think orchestral. Think symphony. Think like Beethoven, something like that. We've already listened to Planet Wisp, so I probably won't listen to that. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, and stop. Okay. Looks like Solaris Phase 2 is the one. Everyone asked for that. All right, so Solaris Phase 2. From Sonic 06, from Sonic the Hedgehog. All right. Next up, I asked the chat to provide... No, I'm not going to say that. Next up, I'm going to be listening to Solaris Phase 2 from Sonic the Hedgehog, otherwise known as Sonic 06. Let's check it out, shall we? I love the guitar in here. That's cool. Da, da. That's cool. Love that emphasis there, huh? Man, this is like so much build. Yeah, you know, that's fun. I mean, I think what's amazing is that, like, you know, do we count something with an electronic, with an electric guitar in it as orchestra? And I think yes. I mean, it's the perfect thing, and that's the amazing thing about video game music in general, is that there's so much fusion that happens. And so, to me, it's so much fun when you get like a piece like that is so orchestrally heavy, but then you also throw in that electric guitar just to like rizz it up a little bit, as the kids say, rizzing. You know, you rizz up those strings and just kind of, and it just feels really good. Something incredible about that piece was, of course, the melody. Again, I mean, a Sonic piece without a melody just doesn't. It's impossible. But one of the things that's really, really cool about that was how awesome that melody was, and how much. So you could use a singer for that, and you could deliver. And I know that is actually like a it's what's the song, Your Way or something, I can't remember, but essentially what's really cool about that is that you get the strings as the like main melodic idea, his world, excuse me. So it's really cool how the strings there, ba da da Borado, yado, borado, ba-da-ba-ba-bo. And so, like, let's ask ourselves then, like, what does that mean? Borado. So first of all, that starts with the skip, right? Borado, or a leap, I should say. Borado, borado, do. We descend. Borado, ba-da-da-ba-bo. And then we go back up. We pop up. Ba-da-da-ba-bo. And what does that mean? That's like, I can do this. You know what I mean? I can do this. I can do this. How much louder can I shout? And I think like that really sends home this idea of like, yes, I can. I believe in myself. And so this song to me is really about like belief and navigating a challenge, right? And I think like that's just like so fun because it's not different than the other Sonic tracks I've listened to, and yet it feels a bit more desperate. And I think that the strings do a great job of adding the emphasis to that, so that we're left like, yeah, all right, I can go and tackle this conflict. And it feels very like, well, you ever seen Attack on Titan? It's like when something happens in Attack on Titan and the character is like, I know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to lock in because you know what I mean? Like there's a feeling in there that reminds me a bit of Aaron Yeager. And that really comes through. It's really fun. And also with the electric guitar, we really just notch it up and it's just fun. It's terrific. You know, is it a little repetitive? Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I've heard other Sonic songs that were better today, but certainly like that and that like desperate, like, yeah, I can do this really comes across. And that was really fun. Okay. Let's check out, let's do something from, all right. I want you to give me a deep cut. Deep cut. Okay? Deep cut. Whatever time period, whatever track. I want a track that no one likes. Or like no one knows. Or like it's really obscure. You know how all these Sonic tracks have like millions of people that watch them? I want something that like most people don't really know, wouldn't really think about. That's what I want. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, stop. All right, there was a lot there. Let me filter through really quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, unrelated to this while I look through, you know what I heard the other day was something from Sonic Runners. I thought of the Sonic people. I was like, man, what the fuck? This is a Sonic gotcha game? I'm watching that scroll bar just slide up. What's that? The problem is I don't know if you're actually sharing something that's obscure, but let's see. Oh, there's a lot of good choices in here. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. No, specifically Sonic, yeah. I think I've already done With Me from the Sonic and the Black Knight, by the way. That was in the first, I think it was in the first video. By Hunter. All right. This is. Wait, what? This might not work. Faded Hills from Green Hill? Faded Hills Green Hill from Sonic Forces? What do you mean that's trash? Well, whatever. It's not obscure. Well, let me listen to it. It's common though. It's not obscure. someone did me in. It's fine. It's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. Let's listen to it. Next up is Faded Hills Green Hill from the always loved Sonic Forces. Let's check it out. It takes a little bit to get used to the very high upper register. Like, that's very high. Oh. Da 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 da. You know, I don't hate that. In fact, I quite love it. I mean, melodically speaking, that is a delight. That is such a delight. Now, wow, that upper register is very, very high, and so that's quite jarring when you turn it on for the first time and you're like, huh? So that's not fully pleasant. I would definitely say that is the weakest of the songs I've heard today. But that being said, melodically, that's a warm hug. That's a delight. I mean, like, that's so da 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 da. I mean, there's something in there that's just like so. I mean, it's just so pleasant. Now I recognize that it's very high, and so like that's a bit off-putting. But when you actually like think about it and really like let it wash, it's actually really sweet. If you know, honestly, it feels like you know, like if you have friends. And they put your arm around you and you're like, come on, you're gonna be fine. Like, or like a loved one or someone who cares about you, who's like, you know, don't worry about anything. Like that's really the feeling that comes across the most. I love that. And music does such a good job of causing that like allowing us to feel. And regardless of the high register stuff, which is a bit crunchy on the ears, you really do feel like music does a wonderful job of like sort of highlighting what it feels like when we can't necessarily put into words like what like contact or interacting with people. Like how we have to like use words to say things and like express them. Well, music does a great job because it actually like threads the line between words and actions. It like lives somewhere in the middle. And that I don't know, I actually felt like that song was really sweet. Now would I like play it walking down the wedding aisle, like on the way to get married or something? No, in fact, no, I would not. But, I thought it was really sweet. I know that there's a lot of hate for Sonic Forces, but honestly, like, I don't know, kind of liked it. It was charming. Someone said everyone left. Meanwhile, 100 people joined. Negativity will always bring people in. Don't you get it? That's how YouTube works. Let's okay, that was not obscure. Well, actually, I think that was obscure because most people don't know, it's fine. All right, let's go with the Sonic Mania track since a lot of you want a palate cleanse. Hi. You ready? 3, 2, 1, Sonic Mania, go. Yeah, it would be better with a different instrument. Thanks for that super chat. You didn't have to do that. Oh, that sounds fun. I am not putting flying. Well, Flying Battery was on the previous video. But also, fuck Flying Battery. That one sounds good too. Ooh, some of these are good. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I think I got it. Man, there's like three that I really want to grab. Okay, well, all right. Have you seen my playthrough of Sonic Mania, or at least those first few hours? I need to get back to it. Let's do Ace Combat X Gleipnir. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's do we'll do Mirage Saloon Act 2. Although Titanic Monarch was second, and then I think the third one I picked was, what was the third one? The third one was Rusty Ruin. Sorry, I just need to get a sip of water. Did you hear that noise? Someone yesterday was like, Marco, do ASMR. And so I just started doing mouth noise. Oh, Rusty Ruin's not even from fucking Sonic Mania? Damn it. Can't trust anybody these days. Imagine I just busted out Rusty Ruins. Oh, this is fun. You know what's fun about this is that I don't have to like feel like I'm in like super duper work mode. I mean, I am hoping I'm providing value, I have to say, because like that's really important to me. But as far as it's really nice structured pacing wise for me, because I can stop, we can have a little chats. some of you are totally unhinged, which is really fun. And then, you know, it's fun. So I hope you're having fun. I'm having a good time. And I actually love filming like this because it's very entertaining. Plus I get back to work. Sorry, you're right. My bad. That's funny. I don't mind. Sonic fans have been really nice to me. I'm hoping that they never turn on me. I'm paid by the day. All right. Well, some Sonic fans were not happy with my comments about Sonic Frontiers. I was like, "What is this?" And it seemed like people didn't love that. But so far so good. So far so good. All right, let's Shit, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. No, I do it for me. It's true. All right. Let's when I talked about Sonic's current VA. Oh. All right, let's do it. So this is Sonic Mania OST. I've not heard this. How far after Flying Battery does Mirage Saloon come in? What do you mean, Sonic's kill length? Quill length? Oh, 2 zones? Okay. I'll probably get to it then in December, I would say. Yeah, oh, shoot, because November is almost over, chat. What the fuck? This month has flown by. I'll do Sonic Mania in I'll finish it up in November. Or I'm sorry, in December. Please don't ask that. Oh god. All right. I'm not going to repeat what you asked. All right, here we go. Sonic Mania. Okay. Next up is Sonic Mania Mirage Saloon Act 2. This is obviously going to have a Western flail. Did I just have a stroke? It's obviously going to have some sort of Western flair, I would assume. Let's listen to it. I don't know why these are pre-played. These are pre-played. I have not listened to any of these. Sorry. All right, next up is Sonic Mania Mirage Saloon Act 2. Here we go. I love the snapping. More, is that like big bandy? What? I can't believe how jazzy that sounds. That's insane. A little bit of jazz piano in there too. Oh my god. God, the way that we pull out and let we move the trumpet out of the way and then we come back in with it like that, and it's just such an improvised sound quality in that. Oh, that's a delight. And then we switch over to the flute. Snapping too. What an awesome. We don't really get a lot of snapping fingers in in our music and video games, really. Boom, down. Oh man, that's so cool. Boom, down, boom, down, boom, down, boom, down, boom, down. Man, what a sick track. You know what's cool about the Sonic Mania, the Sonic Mania tracks that I've heard so far is that they're so bright. They're just like exude this feeling of like just joy. You know, they're sick. They're incredibly good. And with this particular one, what I really liked was the jazz elements. I really liked how I mean, obviously it wasn't like clearly jazz, right? But it sort of like danced around with it a little bit, like it flirted with the jazz style, especially when you get the what was it? It was, I think, maybe trumpet and the flute and then the piano. And so we're just like trading off. And that's such a common thing that we see in jazz in general, where, you know, soloists will stand up, and especially in big band jazz, they'll stand up, take their turns, present their, you know, their solos, and kind of stay within the structure of the accompaniment, but kind of free form it. And that's really what I liked about that. And really, when we think about jazz, we think about improvisation. And we think about like going with the flow and just like getting things done. And there's a real like intangible feeling of like looseness that comes over that, which is really exciting. When I say intangible, I think I meant tangible. Don't use big words. Like, there's a looseness that comes with that. And so naturally there's a sense of confidence that comes with that, because when we think of confidence, we think of relaxation, we think of like poise, we think like this feels like, you know, John Wayne, but like happy, you know what I mean? There's a real feeling in there of bouncing and it's just awesome. It's just so bright and I loved it. It was a great track. And in Sonic Mania's soundtrack in general, I've played up to Flying Battery Act 2 before I was mercilessly given a game over and have to redo both acts. And that's a really hard level. But I had a really good time with the music, especially of Sonic Mania. Really amazing stuff. That was fun. I reached out to T. Lopez, but I'm like BlueSky, so I don't think T actually saw it. But I would love to get T. Lopez on the channel, to talk about his favorite tracks. And like, also selfishly, I feel like that would be the one video that I get 1 million views from. So I would love that too. But seriously, like, I just think the music of Sonic Mania is so good. So good. And yeah, I need to email him. But it's super talented composer. I'm sure he's busy. No doubt about it. That was great. How many tracks is that? Is that 6 tracks, guys? Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to think. Thanks, Ronix. I'm trying to think if I should cap it at 6 and then start a part 2. I think that was a lot of yapping. Are you satisfied with that for one video? And then do a second video? We'll start second video. Yeah. One more? Well, we're not going to stop. We're going to do a whole nother video. Close it with a vocal. That's a good idea. Yeah. These ones have kind of been all over the place. Okay, go ahead and drop your vocal themes in 3, 2. You know what? Do Sonic Frontiers for me, would you? Just drop Sonic Frontiers. 3 vocals. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I've already done Find Your flame. I have. Wait, did I? Break through it all? I don't think I've ever heard. Break through it all. Let's do break through it all. Let's do break through it all. No, I haven't reacted to all of them, no. Break through it all. Have I? This isn't the Gigantos, right? No, this is the... Which one is this one? Wyvern? Okay. Which biome is that? Which? Oh, it's the desert, so it's number 2. Okay. Cool. All right. Again, this one's like partially started. I don't know why. Maybe I've heard this though. I don't know. Next up, we're going to be listening to Break Through It All from Sonic Frontiers. Let's do it. Okay. I don't know why it starts halfway. Wow. What?
I've been here waiting for the longest time. I can't believe it's real.
Whoa, the way she goes out.
Some battles that you never fight. Can't hide from what you feel.
Love the emphasis on this. It's so punchy. Man, double. Oh god, I love double bass drum. He actually, it slides down as he says, "Don't look down." It's cool.
Break through it all and don't look down. You won't be
That's such a shift.
It comes around to light the flame. Put it to the memory. Don't stop, we're on a mission. Overtime over all the competition.
Oh hell yeah! The damage when it's done.
We can't
Good time to listen. Sorry, I put you in an imposition. Oh, it's so good.
stop until
To the battle's won. Goes around.
I know that we will find a way. We'll do whatever it will take. And if we never reach the crowd, we'll take the whole thing down.
That's so crazy. That's Sonic. Like, that's insane. I mean, well, it might as well be like Linkin Park or something, but like, it's terrific. And a couple things vocally that were so awesome was were especially the, let's see, if we look at the lyrics, I really love lyrics because I feel like lyrics really help us sort of understand plot really well, but also motivation, right? And so, like, obviously this is for a boss, so of course it's dialed to like 100. Number one. Number two, what's really interesting to me is this overdriving all of the let me just rewind. It'll be easier. Yeah, right there. So break through it all and don't look down. Right. So mind you that the singer is punching every syllable, which is crazy. So what does that do? When we punch syllables like that, we're in the way, like we're pushing it so that we feel like understand what I'm trying to tell you. There's like an inherent motivation and drive when a singer pushes on the text. Right. And that's really important because that's where I want you to understand. We do that when we speak, the emphasis of the words. You know what I mean? But really what's really cool here is if we keep going a little bit. That's so sick. Don't stop, we're on a mission, overdriving over all the competition. I mean, that's like so fun and syllabic. And the emphasis there is really about don't stop, right? You notice that when we say don't stop, we're on a mission, we move. Don't stop, we move. Don't stop, we're on a mission, overdriving over all the competition, counting down. You know what I mean? This little corner here, so break through it all. That is awesome because that's a big shift from all of this other stuff, which is much more like I got a job to do. This is desperate. You know what I mean? Also really like how she goes, never die. So she points up, really exciting. But yeah, I mean, like, it's stupid. It's done, right? Pretend to listen. Sorry if it puts you in an in position. We won't stop until the battle's won. And then a lot of interesting things here too is the phrasing. So like most of these phrases, not all of them obviously, but most of these phrases drag out. So in this particular little bridge section here, we actually end up getting this sequence of events where musically we're moving quickly, but the ends of phrases tend to be quite long. And I think that that's really nice. But I mean, like, it's crazy. I mean, like, you know, I have my problems with Sonic Frontiers as a game, having played about 3 hours of it. But what I would say is musically, these boss themes are truly, truly exciting to experience and exciting to listen to. And it's hard to deny them that because they're astounding. And also, like, they also remind me of my like younger years, which is really, really fun too, because they have this innate feeling of like 2000s pop punk grunge sound, which I wasn't necessarily crazy about back then, but I really, really respect and enjoy listening. I mean, like, it's just like so energetic. So it takes the Sonic it takes the Sonic idea of what like Sonic is, it just dials it just all the way up to 100. We remove the like happy sound, the melodic, like playful thing. We still have melody, but we're left with this like sort of I don't know, but what I find really interesting is that we're not genre locked in when it comes to Sonic, and I think that's really cool. And everything we've heard so far today has indicated that as well. We're not locked into Sonic. We have a lot of different directions we can go in. yeah, there's going to be more Sonic on the channel, of course, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more Sonic playthroughs as well. Sonic Mania will be finished up here as soon as I can, and we'll move into other Sonics at some point. If not now, then certainly in the new year. Thanks a ton, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye. And that's how you do an ending, chat. Okay. Oh. That's a male? Whoops. Kellen Quinn is a... Thank you for that super chat. Kellen Quinn is a guy. Well, sorry, Kellen. You sound amazing. You're saying from Sleeping with Sirens as if I know what that is. I did the same thing with Rubia. I thought Rubia was a female, but it was just a male soprano. Listen. All right. Let me just reset. Let me take a look at some of these super chats really quick. Bear with me. Oh my God, you guys are really generous. Thank you. Viewers are commenting on who the lead singer of Pierce the Veil is and correcting each other on the singer's gender. Some are also suggesting different Sonic the Hedgehog themes. Sonic CD has an absolutely fantastic Japanese OST. Almost all the songs, like this one, have multiple drastic variations as well. I'd love to just hear you listen to the whole track. We will. I'll listen to the whole soundtrack of Sonic. All these, eventually, listen, it's not a Sonic channel just yet, but I will obviously consolidate all of these and do like full album listens. I'll start that up with the Sonic Symphony. So just stay tuned for that. 16 comments on that? Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm just going to take a mental break really quick, chat. Hey, I like your reactions to Sonic music. Thanks. I don't know if you have reacted or analyzed Kronos Island first movement. Haven't I? Hola, Argentina. Muchas gracias. I wonder if chat can agree to it, but there's a song from Sonic Frontiers, One OK Rock Vandalize. I didn't play the game, just love the band. Thanks for your first super chat. Trivia. This piece is an orchestrated version of His World. Thank you. Would this song be better with a different instrumental? Yeah, that was the Sonic Forces track, and yes, it would. I would love to hear you react to Crossroads of the World or Istanbul from Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yeah, I like Revelations. Why not? Sonic Frontiers, I'm Here original. Marco Kellen Quinn is a guy. Oops. Sonic Freeriders main theme. Guys, don't do a donation unless you're just wanting to do a donation. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed because I'm not gonna. Okay. Let's do another. Why not Pow World music? Because right now we're doing a Sonic video. Okay. What does that look like to you? To me, it looks like a fly. Okay. I want to do Spagonia. I want to do Spagonia just sounds like an Italian place, so. Hey Marco, I have to go now. Oh, thank you. I have a question. What is your opinion on fan OSTs when it sounds just as good and very fitting for the game itself? Yeah, I mean, I think fan OSTs are great. The inherent problem with fan OSTs is just that if they're not official, it can get complicated for me as a person who's talking about that music, because I want to thread the needle a little bit, but not get in trouble, if that makes sense, because they could copyright strike. But also it opens up a big door, and I think it's okay, but I don't want to end up like, I don't know. It's complicated. Thanks, Kusei. All right, so I want to listen to Spagonia Night. All right, chat. Can you dump please dump I need a Sonic R track. I love Sonic R soundtrack, so I need some Sonic R. Frontier's vocals are about Sonic team struggles. Oh, that makes sense. Living in the City. I've already heard that. You're my number one. Let's do it. Wait, did I not do Living in the City? I did, yeah. Living in the City. It's from Sonic Generations. Oh, I heard Escape from the City. Shit. You're right. Well, I already wrote down You're my number one, so we'll have to do it in another video. Don't be mad. All right, now I want something from Sonic Colors. Aquarium Park it is. Okay, next I want something from the original Sonic. Starlight Zone it is. Next, I want something from... Why is my camera being stupid? Next, I want something from Sonic Frontiers. Sweet baby Jesus. No, vocal. I'm with you. Dear Father, I'm with you. Okay. Next, I want something from Secret Rings. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the speed mend it. Okay. Hold on one sec. Next, I want something from Knuckles Chaotix. Door into summer it is. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do one more. Let's do... What? So this is the second video, so I want to make sure that we get something. Heroes? Sure, we do hero. Okay, we can do heroes. Go ahead and drop a heroes track. Got seven good tracks. I'll move a little bit faster this video just because of the time. Oh God, none of you are in agreement there. Title theme? Looks like title theme. Okay. Heroes. All right. You ready? Ready to start? This one will be paced a little bit differently. So since we've picked all of them now, should move faster. No. I like the genuine. No. I'm starting to cook a little bit here, so I want to make sure that 2 videos is a lot. I usually just do one big video a day if I'm going to do one, because they're very mentally draining. This will be a separate video. Oh, Spagonianitis from Sonic Unleashed. Even better. I think Sonic Unleashed may be my favorite Sonic game, and I've never played it. No problem. I'm happy to. Yeah, because of the IGN route. Yeah, of course. That's the only reason why. All right, I'm gonna get in the zone. Auto zone. Get in the zone. Well, Sonic... Well, this has not officially become a Sonic channel yet, but this is the 4th episode of me learning, and of course, this is the episode after I hung out with Chaz, a Sonic aficionado. If you haven't checked out that video, definitely check that one out first. But I'm really excited because today is episode 4 of me learning about more Sonic music. I feel like we're going to get to at least episode 10 at this rate. There's so much good Sonic music, and I'm pumped because today we're listening to more. Starting up with Spagonia Night. Why did I ask for Spagonia Night? Because I wanted it feels Italian, and I feel like this is the right... Anyway, let's go. Not sure why it starts... I don't know what's going on there. Here we go. Oh, Cora! I love that. Six, eight? 6, 8, 3, 4? Hey. Awesome mallet instrument in there, marimba. Oh yes. Yeah, I think that may be one of my favorite Sonic songs. Spagonia Night is a delight. I mean, that. What do I feel about that? I mean, even not from without even looking at it from a technical standpoint, right? Like just this pure vibes. That like passes the vibe check, right? As the kids say. Do they say that anymore? It doesn't matter. There's something so like warm about that. And realistically, it does have a European sound flair to it, certainly. And what's really interesting about this particular piece is that it makes me connect to the context now, having not played Sonic Unleashed. But I feel this context of like, I don't know, it made me think about my family. It made me think about Italy. It made me think about like Neapolitan music, or the music that, my grandfather had this cassette player in the car. For those of you that are younger, a cassette player is cassette. It plays cassette tapes. You put it in the cassette player, and then the thing. But what I really remember is that like we would listen to accordion music a lot, and that's like a classical or accordion music is like a cornerstone of folk music in Italy. Obviously, that has like a French sound too. We think of like a French cafe or whatever, or Spain or whatever. But like Italy really comes to mind there, and I loved the interplay there between that lovely guitar, and that reminded me of a song called Chitarra Romana, which means Roman guitar. I don't know why, but that all coupled together was just so peaceful and had this warmth about it. It really, and emotionally too, like you can even go further and say, well, like, what does that make me feel emotionally? I just felt like peaceful. It was just so nice. Like, it was just like, oh God, you put this on a beautiful like fall or summer evening, and like, you put it on in an Italian restaurant, no one would be worse for their wear. And that's a pretty cool thing about video game music in general, is that like most people may stick their noses up at video game music, but if you were to like put this on at like a restaurant or something, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know and be like, oh, this is from Sonic. They're gonna be like, oh, well, that's beautiful. And that piece, I think, really transcended. I don't know. I loved it. Next up is You're My Number One from something. Hold on one second. This is, historically, Sonic R has had my favorite Sonic soundtracks besides Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors and all of them. But You're My Number One, I'm really excited to listen to from Sonic R. Here we go. That's very chill for racing. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum. What the? Yes! Go off.
When the day is done, when the race is won, my life has only just begun. When you're next to me, so much
Oh, it's a credits theme. You can hear it.
there's nowhere that I'd rather be. When I'm away from you, and there's
Nothing I can do.
do you think the same things too? When the
No.
I don't want you to run. You know that you're the only one. All I need is you for always and forever. All you need
It is you.
remember when I say all we need
It is you.
for us
Breathe. I need his love. I need his love. Need his love. Number one. I need his love. Need his love. Never together. I love an instrumental interlude, bro. Together, number one. All you need is love. Forever be together. Number one. Oh, I love a good repetition. All I need is love. All you need is love. Forever be together. On my own. I need is love. Yeah, I think I think the real like crux of this episode is going to be about vibes more than anything else, because that one again, I mean, so credits song, as we say farewell to a game, what kind of energy do we want? Usually we want a reflective, peaceful energy. And what's amazing about that theme is that that's actually like a super like, hey, you player, yeah, you're number one. Like you did it. You did a great job. And I love that. The other interesting thing to me about Sonic is how, again, I mean, like each track is so uniquely diverse. There's so much variety, and like R&B was not on my bingo card. Now I've already heard Can You Feel the Sunshine, but that was a different energy. And note how important energy is when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to sending a message across. I think sometimes we forget what the purpose of music is, which is for us to connect emotionally to experiences, whether they be credits or whether they be the middle of a battle or whether they be joy, happy, laughter, sad, whatever. The emotions are ultimately the thing that drives music forward and connects us to it. That's the crux. Like we can get in here and we can get into the weeds, and like, not me personally, because I'm a performer. Like my job was to take the music that someone else created, interpret it internally, and then present it to an audience to get them to connect to either the story, the music, or the feeling of the song, right? Like that was my job as an opera singer for a decade. Like that's what I studied for. So yeah, we could sit down and look at the nitty gritty, have a composer in here. We like break down the chord structure. And I think there's an absolute place for that. But more than anything, our real responsibility is to connect. I'm losing my mind. Is to connect with emotion and connect with what the message of a piece is telling us. That is fundamentally the job of an audience member. Right? And we're all audience members in this moment, despite the fact that I'm talking to you on a video. Like, that's what makes this track awesome. Is that this track is so abundantly, obviously trying to get us to be like, I did a good thing. All right, cool. Yeah, I am number one. But not like in a cocky, like, I'm number one. But like in like a, yeah, okay. Man, what a hard day. Whew. Okay, that went pretty well. That's the energy. You gotta listen to that. That's really important. I mean, I think like that's the most important thing. Like listening to the emotional intensity of a piece and then basing our response to it. It's really exciting. Let's see what Aquarium Park is going to be like. Oh, thanks, Arkash. Arksha. Aquarium. Wait. Which act though? Act 1? Act 1, looks like. If I do Act 2, then there's not there. No. Oh, Sonic Colors. This is great. I asked for this. Let's check out Aquarium Park Act 1 from Sonic Colors, another Sonic game that I'm very eager to play. Here we go. We hear this rhythm a lot. Man, Sonic Colors does not disappoint. This is the second like peaceful, playful track I've heard from this game. Listen to this piano. I mean, it's like gorgeous. Dum da dum ba da dum ba dum. Dum bum bum da da dum dum dum. That's beautiful. Are you kidding me? Da da ya da da ya da da ya da. And then the string comes in. That's amazing. It repeated the pattern. I thought it was going to come in sooner, but it repeated the pattern all the way down. No. Is that supposed to be a... That's supposed to be a sitar? Such a different energy here. That repeats. Oh man, that's so cool. Wait. I hate to interrupt the vibes, but I'll talk about a vibes video. This whole episode is going to be vibes, I think. But that's really neat. So we go bum 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 bum. That's the bass layer. Then we take the other part of that. We throw that on top. So that we just got that bass layer isolated. And you might say to yourself, well, that's just a loop, like that's kind of boring. It's not. I mean, it's amazing because that's actually, obviously, so if you isolate that, and that's what active listening is isolating really. If you isolate the percussion, starts here, then you add the bass layer, that's here. Then you add the melody, that's here. And then you add the other section over top, and that's the full layer. And that's amazing. So what we're actually getting here is a complete deconstruction and a reconstruction of the whole theme. And I mean, like, you know, it's just lovely. You know, yeah, is it repetitive? Who gives a shit? I mean, like when it sounds good like this, a repetition is a delight, especially again when it's melodically focused, right? Melodic focusing is everything. Melodic leitmotifs, motivic writing, stuff is really important. Yada yada do, yada yada da, yada da 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 da. Also, the percussion right here, shum shum. That's so great. Shum shum. And then it dials up. Ba-da yada do, ba-da-da-do, yada-da-do. Ya-da-da-da-do, ya-da-da-da-do, da-da, ya-da-do, ya-da-da-da-do, ya-da-da-da-do. And then the sitar is stupid. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. What a vibe. I mean, it's terrific. It's terrific. Also, randomly throwing in a sitar there is such a nice little, like, touch. I mean, you know, obviously it's not like the real instrument, but like just modifying it slightly and like throwing in something that's not in our common ear for many of us. I think that also adds just like an element of like delight. I mean, this is delightful. Not a single one of the 3 tracks I've listened to so far, Spagonia, You're My Number One, or this one, have lacked like just charm. Now, I think a lot of Sonic tracks have charm, but for whatever reason, these 3 have been such a mood. And maybe because I'm filming this and I'm tired, but like there's something really delightful about these that are almost easy listening, but still like you kind of pay attention a little bit. It's awesome. Let's listen to Starlight Zone from Sonic. Hold on. Let me make sure I get that right. Let's listen to Starlight Zone from the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Now this one I'm excited about. I don't know what today's episode. It's all a vibe. It's all a vibe. Wait, what? You're saying this is a pitch issue? It's pitch shifted? Is it really? How's this one? That's pitched down. This one? This is a new one. This one? It's the same. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's check out Starlight Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, yes, I had to refilm this because apparently the first one I listened to was pitched up. Don't let anybody tell you that I'm not transparent. Here we go. Not the starlight. You hear that twinkle? Hey, wait! Wait, that's the ring sound. Wait, that's the ring sound. Damn it. Oh, it's the, oh, Jesus, that hurt my ear. It's the opposite. Never mind. That goes, how's that go? Ba-ding, 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 ba-da-ding, 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 be-doo. It has a similar, wait, you know what? No, it's the Sonic, goal ring sound, isn't it? No, I'm so sorry. No, it's the what's the goal? The goal. Checkpoint. Is it the checkpoint's out? This is what I would do if you weren't here. I hate you. Not you. Beedoo beedoo. Beedoo. Close enough. Battle. Battle. It's been so nice. I spit everywhere. It's been so nice to explore this less forward momentum-y version of Sonic and more of this like life is good Sonic. And I think like that's ultimately like to me like yeah, we have our other mascots in other series like Mario and Zelda and Link and what have you, but like Sonic to me really is a mood. You know, like yeah, he's a hedgehog, sure, but like Sonic also represents like an ethos, like a way of life. In my personal, maybe I'm thinking too deeply about Sonic as a character, but like there's something about this that is so like. It's almost like has this like a Disney brightness to it. Now, not exactly, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's an energy in Sonic, even in this slow, even though yeah, it still moves, the rhythm still moves us. There's the tempo's quite, you know, the tempo's brisk, but it's not like, you know, there's a big difference between allegro and allegro vivace, right? Allegro's happy. It is bouncing along. Allegro vivace, it's like we gotta go. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference there, and I think that Starlight Zone really I think encapsulates the warmth that Sonic provides. Like he's your buddy. You know what I mean? Like that's he's like, come on, man. Look, oh, it's fine. Like just chill. I don't know. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Next up. Oh, this is from Frontier. So everything I just said will be thrown out the window. Next up is what am I listening to? I'm With You. Next up, we're going to be listening to I'm With You from Sonic Frontiers. Probably throwing out everything I just said about Sonic being chill. Here we go. Yeah, forget what I just said. Wait, not this one? I'm With You vocal. Oh, here it is. Revisited. Okay. This is what happens when we do it live. Why is my camera freaking out? Stop it. Now we're going to check out I'm With You from Sonic Frontiers Paths Revisited. Because I'm currently streaming this live and the chat was aggressively yelling at me. Can you believe it? I can. Here we go. Oh, that's really peaceful.
Now I'm not Feelings deep inside come flowing from my eyes. I get to go home with you.
It's beautiful strings.
All the lights up in the sky. All the times that I spent by your side.
Interesting harmony there, almost like a shadow.
Taught me love and taught me pain. Things that I
Beautiful piano. It's like a ballad,
could never have explained.
but harmony like that that's very tight harmony.
Now I'm not alone, a family of my own.
Uh,
I get to go home with you. Feelings deep inside come flowing from my eyes. I get to go home with you. Watching you go through all that you do, I never knew until I felt it too. But now I know that love is beautiful. There's so much more that I want to find out with you. Now I'm not alone, a family of my own. I get to go home with you. Feelings deep inside come flowing from my eyes. I get to go home with you. Memories I'll always remember. Sceneries I've yet to discover. Would it be too much if I asked to stay forever? Everything feels warmer and safer. Anything we can get through together now that I'm
with you.
home, sweet home. Home with you. Home, sweet home. I'm with you. Home, sweet home. Home with you. Home, sweet home. I'm with you.
That's so devious at the end there. Did you hear what she did? Did you hear what she did at the very end of there? She goes, she did aspiration. That's so effective, right? Like a couple of things in here that are really, really impressive to me. Is this a track that I would hear on the radio? Yeah, I actually think that that is a positive thing because that shows the quality that we're talking about. Every single Sonic track that I've heard so far could be on the radio if the radio wasn't stupid. And something really evocative about this piece. Now, it's a pretty simple ballad. I'm not going to dismiss that. I think it's not shallow, but it does feel a little bit like simple. Simple does not mean shallow. Simple means simple. And one of the interesting things that I thought was really good here was the way that we were ending phrases. So obviously from a vocal perspective, we're home with you. There's a bit of a space that occurs when we pop into with you. And it happens multiple times where musically and vocally, that's prime real estate. So in opera, because I must connect everything to opera since I did it for a decade, we have a thing called a singhiozzo. It's a cry. It's like How do I do it? Mama, see, see, mama, lover. I can't really do it anymore. But there's a bit of a vocal manipulation that can be done that essentially allows for the chords to whoop. They just pop like whoop like that. And it's very effective at creating a sense of sadness. We do that in a couple different ways in this particular track too, not as aggressively as as a singhiozzo or as a tear, as the pianto. But I find it really interesting because what it does is it causes emotional manipulation, and vocalists have better opportunities to do that, I think, a lot than instrumentalists, because we can manipulate, we can twist a little bit, we can really lean in on the breath, we can over enunciate, we can lean on vowels, we can lean on consonants, we can abruptly put a breath where you wouldn't normally put one, and then you would think that I'm either hyperventilating or crying, and that's all like effective uses of vocalism. It's not just about the singing, it's about the space between the notes. And because notes are ultimately just a guideline, as long as we stay within the rhythm of the piece and sing the correct pitches, we can kind of manipulate to whatever extent that we want. And I felt that in this piece we did that really well. It's obviously a somber song, a song about love, a song about being together, a desire to be together. And I'm just laughing at the end here because I think it's worth doing again. Listen.
Home, sweet home. I'm with you.
So sneaky. With you. So that's really what stuck out to me about this song. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. Simple, but very elegant. And sì, infatti parlo italiano. Certo che parlo italiano. Sono italiano, infatti. Beh, sono italo-americano, però parlo italiano. Let the speed mend it. That's what we wrote. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh my god, why does it look like Lord of the Rings? Why does it look like this? That's really funny. It's got the same writing as like LOTR. It's based on the Arabian Nights? No way. Really? Dal nulla? Are you saying my Italian's bad? Italiano perfetto for nothing. Dai, rega. Let's check out Sonic and the Secret Wings. Let me get a swig of water. One sec. Oh, dal nulla. Oh, dal nulla. Sometimes I have problems translating. Hai mai fatto che you start speaking un'altra lingua and then you switch over to un'altra lingua subito and you do it all the time e poi fai sentire come la gente è pazza, oppure that you are crazy because you're, fai così, poi cambi la lingua, then you change the language another time. It's pretty crazy. All right. Italiani. All right. Let's check out Sonic and the Secret Rings and see if this continual smooth jazz chill evening episode of No, that's a terrible segue, guys. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. That's awful. It's awful. Let's check out Sonic and the Secret Rings. I need more water. This is a lot of tracks, guys. That's at least 14. How many tracks is this? We did 7 earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This is not normal. You shouldn't ever do this. It's like filming 10 videos in one go. Maybe that's what I should have done. Could have gotten more views if I just did individual Sonic songs. Missed opportunity. No, just kidding. I love batching. Batching these days is the only way for me to do it. I love it. Let's check out Sonic and the Secret Rings. Let the speed mend it. I'm really curious to hear this one. Let the speed mend it. That's cool. Man, the shift to this fantastic vocalism here is exciting. I love the space in that, right? Speed man there. Wow. Man, that. Down, 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 down. Man, what a fun genre bend. You know, I'm not crazy about that track. It's not my speed, but what I really do like about it is the insanely cool percussion that we hear throughout. And what I really like about it too is that the way that the percussion is played, we almost feel like we directly hit with the snare and with the drums themselves. So it almost feels like wherever the mic is placed, imagine if it wasn't like recorded on an actual percussion, but let's say for the sake of saying it, whatever's going on here, it almost feels like the mic is directly underneath the I forget what the area is called where you are hitting the percussion, the snare or the part. And what's really cool is that it's a genre bend. So it's fun because we mix up that particular instrument that I don't know the name of, mixed in with the percussion, mixed in with I don't know, what would you even call this genre wise? Like it almost doesn't, it defies genre. Like there's something about the vocalism that has this like, I guess 90s grunge sound to it that is so cool. And then it really like, it's just percussive, and it almost like lends itself to a sense of danger. And it feels like it has an agitation in it, right? Don't you think? Because of the way that the percussion's being hit, and then with the wonderful instrument there, boom, ba da da ba 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 boom, ba da da ba 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 ba, like that's awesome. So we get a forward drive, obviously, and we get this like sense of danger with the descending notes, and because of the percussion, and of course, then let the speed mandate. That's also like motivating us to keep going. So, you know, not my favorite track, but definitely something cool that I want to hear more of, because I feel like it's so fun when we mix styles and culture and sound. I mean, like that's the coolest thing about music, and certainly video game music, because in video game music, we don't have any rules. So we kind of just do whatever works. And I thought that was a really good example of that. It was awesome. Okay, let's check out Door into Summer. You doing all right, chat? Just checking in with you. You doing all right? Good. Okay, let's dive into Door into Summer from what? That was your favorite song? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let's check out Door into Summer from Knuckles Chaotix. I think I've heard this in Sonic Generations, but who cares? Oh, I love that sound font so much. Oh, bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, bum, bum. It's so bright. I love that. Oh, that is so warm. Some dissonance in there. That's so funky. Oh, I love when it goes up like that. Oh. Down, down. Bow, bow, bow. That's so funky. Oh man, I would love like 5 more minutes of that. That's awesome. I'm starting to think that I really like the Sega sound font. I grew up playing the Super Nintendo, and that sound font is very different. Now, I don't really know what year this came out, but there's something about that font, that sound quality of that, like it wraps itself around you, and it's like so warm. Now, obviously, it's called Door into Summer, so yeah, it's gonna be warm anyway. And this came out in 1995, so I mean, there was lots of other stuff coming out at the time, but there's something about that particular sound that now in 2024 ish, it's got so much. It's delightful. And it, first of all, nostalgia throws me back right away. But then also too, like, I mean, what an awesome and you get this weird like hang on, I just want to like just highlight this little corner again. Yeah, like there, like that's all dissonant. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. It's all like half steps, and it's like, why? Like that's so it's in direct opposition to the bright quality, which I think represents Knuckles, to maybe like the whatever you're doing in this particular Door into Summer or something, but like that, it's in direct opposition to it, which I find really interesting. Also, the syncopation, or actually, is it? Well, I guess it is kind of. Boom, boom, right there. I mean, like, what a delight. And again, like, we're not talking, like, let's not get into the weeds about theory here, but what I'm saying is, like, listen to how, like, these little things in music make it so much more special. Like, I don't need to tell you what the notes are, what the chords are. That might be interesting to know, and someone should do that. But, like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to, like, listen to how, I mean, like, that's such a, like, it's hard to have a bad day listening to that. I mean, and if you are having a bad day, that might actually help your day. And again, but that's the power of music. Music emotionally can improve our quality of life, which is hilarious because when you're performing and doing it for a living, it's awful and it will ruin your quality of life. But seriously, there's something so charming about that. And that was delightful. That was delightful. Maybe it's because I also love Knuckles. Like, I almost made my background Knuckles. It's great. I mean, every track I've listened to, really besides Let the Speed Mend It, has been an absolute delight. And I didn't expect that Sonic's music would be delightful. I know that Sonic's music is fun. I know that Sonic's music is energetic. I know that Sonic's music is enthusiastic. But what I didn't think it would be was delightful. Now, yes, I've listened to Planet Wisp, which is very delightful. But I filmed 2 videos today. I've come away with like 5 delightful Sonic songs. Most of them in this video. So I don't know. I'm pleased, and I know that we're just like scratching the surface of what's out there. That's very exciting. Let's check out. Speaking of delightful, I don't know if this actually will be delightful or not, but let's check out the Sonic Heroes title theme. Sonic Heroes title theme. Is it called Sonic Heroes, guys? Yes. Okay. Here we go. My God, that's so campy. This is like 1990s Captain Planet intro. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes. No way. Watch me sail around. Sonic Heroes. Hey, that's a beautiful harmony. Oh, Sonic Heroes. Oh. Sick guitar. Sonic Hero. Yeah, I mean it's I mean, what's there to say? It's a mood. And I think really all of the pieces today have been moods in the best sense. Was it my favorite track? No, no. Is it fun? Yeah. If I heard that at a title screen, would I get like excited and enjoy it? 1,000,000%. Out of context, I don't know. I could turn around though, because Living for the City, Leaving the City, what the hell is that track called? Whatever. Leaving the City is now one of my favorite tracks. So, you know, I think sometimes this stuff does help, like seeing it in the context of like the main title screen. You know what I mean? But it definitely is going to get you excited. And main themes are all about that. Main themes are about getting you up and getting you going and pushing that start button and diving in. And I think that it excels completely. I really, really, really enjoyed listening to that and all the other Sonic tracks that I've listened to today. I mean, there's such a continual, shocking amount of variety when it comes to Sonic music, and that's crazy to me. There's so much more Sonic I want to digest, so many games I want to play from the Sonic universe and Sonic world, and yeah, I'm thrilled. Thanks a ton, everybody, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Nice job, chat. You did great. You did so well. Also, to the person that said that my channel was boring, at least I have a channel. Suck it. No, but it's cool. Not everybody likes good things. I'm just kidding. Not everybody likes good channels or channels. You know what I mean? No big deal. That was so much fun, guys. Really, have I listened to Sonic 30th Anniversary Symphony? No, your English is great. And we'll listen to it next week, I think. Frontier's vocals are about Sonic Team's struggles. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That was not cool, chat. Please don't yell at him. No one actually yelled at me, for the record. I'd love your opinion on Worth a Chance by Steve Conti. Oh, okay. Can't do it right now, but that was my favorite song of the franchise. Nice. I get what you mean about performing. I sang on stage for the first time last week. Wow. And I was shaking. Yeah, I know. Glad you did it. It helped your confidence. That's all you can ask for. Yeah, singing on stage is very stressful. Very stressful. You like how I look for the good in each track? I had we used to do this thing. A lot of you are new to how many of you are new to the channel, by the way? Oh, why would anybody say that? Because they're 15 years old. I would say that at 15. Me. Tsuki, get the fuck out of here. It does feel like dying, man. 2 months, new. You're new, Lenny. I know you are. I'm not. I see. Well, so something that we used to do, and this is actually an ethos thing. When I was coming up, I was in a performance. I was in a summer program, and it was like for 6 weeks. And the first thing we did, literally the first 2 days, they corral you into this place. You start learning music, and you immediately do this thing called Death by Aria. And Death by Aria meant you get together, and every single person in the program, so about 40 of us, would get up on stage and would have to sing in front of colleagues and like an audience. And his name is Michael Eagle. He really left a lasting impression on me. He was one of the first people that really believed in my singing voice. And he said something really powerful. He said, find one good thing about a person's voice. And I was like, okay. Because I used to be really judgmental and be like, oh, well, that sucks. No. By finding one good thing in anything, you're automatically better than everybody else. No, you're automatically putting yourself in a position of learning, because you have to focus. You have to pay attention. Like, it's easy to think that something sucks. It's hard to think of something good when something sucks. But that really shifted my perspective on music, but then also on life. So if you've never done that before, go listen to something you hate and find one good thing about it. It will change the way your like thought process is, you know? The story should be a short. Well, good thing Nathan's editing this video later. Can I answer any questions for you, chat? Very open to... Welcome to the Sonic... Oh, thank you. I appreciate being a part of the Sonic fandom. I've done 1 second chances video. I should do more. Will I stream Sonic Adventure 2? Yeah. Favorite planets piece? Jupiter. Sonic 3D Blast? I probably won't play that. Why do I have such a mad beard? It is angry. It just grows out. I did not hear the new KSI song. Do you have a favorite character? Knuckles. There's so many negative channels. There are negative. I mean, it's easier to be. Also, we're done, so we're just sort of like, I'm just winding down. So if you got somewhere else to be, by all means, class is dismissed. Thanks for being here. I'm not leaving just yet, chat. So feel free to stay if you'd like to stay. But I'm winding down stream. So if you got somewhere else to go, definitely go do that. It's a nice 5 minutes to sort of like cool down. Happy to do that with you. So, did I open your heart? I think open your heart more. I'm doing really well. I didn't sleep enough. I said I loved Ender Lilies. The theme that plays when you're, I didn't finish it, but it's the theme that plays when you're in the first area. You know what I'm talking about? My favorite animal is a horse. Yeah, I love horses. I didn't finish Mania or Frontiers. I probably won't finish I won't finish Frontiers. Mania I will finish, but in December. Green Hill Zone's awesome. Will you play the classic Sonic games? Yes. You're welcome. See ya. What got me into opera music? Well, just exposure. I was actually really against opera music for a really long time. I thought it was fucking terrible. I used to fall asleep at operas all the time. And then I had a teacher who was like, hey, go listen to this. And I was in undergrad, and I just got exposed to it over and over and over. And then I fell in love with it. Like flip switched. Flip went boom, and I was into it. Oh. My internet just poopied. Okay. Where do you start making Sonic music? Just follow a melody that you like. And just start that. Ciao Roma! Bella Roma! Come stai? What's your favorite song you would normally hear on the radio? I really like music like Fleet Foxes or Iron and Wine. It's been a long time since I've heard. I really like indie rock. We listen to some 06. We did do Sonic Racing. I'm number 1 or whatever. Kirby music is next. I didn't know that Knuckles likes grapes. Thanks for commenting on my beard. You can pick a Sonic song if you like. Good night. Will you extend into reacting to music outside of games and anime? Unlikely. I'm already stretched thin with the anime channel. Plus it's not monetized, so yeah. Fire Emblem Fates? I can. Which track was your favorite today? Why was it Sea Bottom Segue? I actually loved Sea Bottom Segue. The other track I really loved today was really all of the second half. The second video I really liked. I would say of the second video, my favorite track was definitely Spagonia Night and Aquarium Park were delightful. Delightful. Sonic. Yeah. If I could make my own music, what can you recommend? Oh. I mean, that's totally up to you. That's like a personal decision. You know? I know that sounds like shitty, but it's music is a you thing. Music is for you. What do you like? And then go and do it or go and listen to it. Like find you in that music. You know what I mean? Seriously. It's important. I'll play classic Sonic, yeah. You don't think people have an open mind with Sonic? I find that interesting. Oh, thanks, Annie. I love Horse. I love Nier. Nier's what started the channel. If you go oldest, you'll find my first video. It's kind of salvation. I would actually prefer obscure Sonic music. Take care. Favorite Final Fantasy 14 song? Favorite 14 song? In the balance, honestly. What's my favorite anime opening? It's too soon to tell. Circle back with me in like 2 months. Yeah, Ender Lilies is problematic because of Millie. I've listened to some Devil May Cry. Half-Life? Oh, I've played Half-Life. I certainly wouldn't try it. I've played Half-Life. I'm old. Ronnie James Dio? I don't know who that is. Damn, I'm too late for suggestions, but thank you for the dono. Was hoping, what songs were you played today? Sonic? I played a lot. We did a lot today. You'll have to stay tuned for the video or watch this one. Kirby for sure. I'm going to do reactions to the entirety of every track. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I made such a mistake, Kane, and I got rid of my live streams of those. So I need to get back to it. The Banner Saga, I have a video sitting in the back, and I'll get there. Start music reactions if you want. Any advice on improving singing? I would prioritize breath, if that makes sense. Definitely prioritize breath. Really thinking about taking a breath when you're going. I haven't heard that. No. I've heard all of Deltarune. You can find it on the channel. Mario Kart? Sure. Did the music you enjoy, it makes you... Yeah, music makes me feel passion, yeah. There's a Madoka Magica on Patreon and on the anime channel. Sonic style I prefer the most would definitely be the jazzy stuff, I'd say. My favorite Sonic character is Knuckles. Anyone know a good song mixer on a tight budget? Eligian in the chat. Favorite Italian dish? Um, yeah, I would say pasta matriciana. I wasn't a fan of opera till recently. Oh, I can answer your question. So I kind of actually mentioned it in the video, but we manipulate our voices. So high usually means high singing usually means power. It usually means like an emphasis. Okay. When we sing high, it's usually much more exclaimed. We do manipulate our vocals quite a bit in terms of like leaning in or whispering or like that creates a different sound. Cello. It becomes more of a question. Si può. Whenever we point up, si può. That's a question. So we do manipulate the flow of a sentence with our voices. What's a song of any drama that's Outer Wilds, 14.3 billion years I've cried to. A lot of remixes. I know some of Bayonetta. I play the piano a little bit, but mostly sing. Am I going to do a video on the newer Genshin music? I feel like I covered the entire soundtrack. I must have missed some stuff. I would check out Bayonetta, yeah. I'm not a composer, so I wouldn't want to compose for Sonic. One of my all-time favorite operas is La Boheme, talking about albums. Tonal memory? What does that mean? Help me understand that. Just find a class in your where you live. Neon Genesis? No, not yet. But also, what's his name? The Bleach stuff got claimed, so I got blocked rather. Is there a list of Sonic songs? No, I would just watch the previous 2 videos, and then you can either watch this live or wait for the video to come out. I'm gonna try to get Gaben on the channel. I'm gonna email him tomorrow. Cause fuck it. Do I recommend a place where you could learn about vocal use in depth? Not really. That's such an obscure thing. No, I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Yeah, I got blocked. My favorite instrument is probably the piano. Toho? Yeah. La Boheme, yep. Oh, you mean like... I actually don't know. I don't know how I can help with that. I know he'll respond. I know he clears his stuff. Thanks, call me. I'm doing well, Zender. Thank you. My favorite instrument, piano, yeah. I think you'll like it. La Boheme is really, really good. Rain World stream? No, I mean it's on my list. But I think what's hard now is I just have had to start establishing the fact that I'm doing full-time streaming, because right now it's confusing. So I'm trying to establish the fact that I'm Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when I work. That's when I do my music stuff. That's when I stream. So figuring out when to add a game in there will help, I think. So I'm trying to be a little bit strategic about it. I've heard a good chunk of Risk of Rain 2's music. I probably won't look at the music for Dragon Ball Fighter. I'm good. I'm a little tired. I want to go eat dinner and just wind down. I do need to play through Half-Life 2, actually. And Stalker came out, so I may actually stream it later because I have some free time tonight. So, hey Kronos, hey there, how have you been? I'm doing all right. I've been watching you for a few years now. That's awesome. I learned a lot of how to interpret characters. So that's perfect. I can't ask for anything else. You don't have to watch anymore. Thank you. Yeah, Stalker 2. What were my favorite songs? I'll watch the Sonic movie. Yeah. Yes, Metroid, yes. I mean, pretty much every song surprised. I know it sounds like a cop out, but most songs surprise me. I really enjoy my job. Do you like Nabucco? Yeah, it's okay. It's a little boring. Do you have anything cool in your room you can share with us? I got a really cool bookshelf over here of just anime books of manga. I'm really happy about that. Do I like One Piece? Oh, I don't know. I don't know that I do. I don't hate One Piece. I just don't really like Luffy. Luffy like kind of annoys me. Maybe is that controversial? He's just so he's so a pain in the ass. What do I have over there? I have Full Metal Alchemist is the top shelf, which I'm almost done with, about halfway through. Then is Akira, which is my next read. Then is Dragon Ball original, not DBZ. DBZ comes after. And then there's Death Note, and then there's like the solo levelings in there. There's a Vagabond book in there, and then down here there's some Attack on Titan that I've already read. So Attack on Titan really opened the floodgates for me for anime and for manga. I devoured it. And Berserk, yeah, and there's one of the Berserk books, but I have those on my iPad. I'm also reading Frieren right now. Just started reacting to the music and the anime. That's on Patreon. Attack on Titan is on Patreon. Over here, in terms of vinyl, the only vinyl I have is when Lords of the Fallen came out. They sent over a vinyl, and then I have Warframe's second album collection. I can't speak on Die. Oh, and I have Vinland Saga book 1 as well. Yeah. Yes to more Blasphemous, of course. Will I finish Sonic Mania? Yeah, in December. I do think Attack on Titan is a masterpiece. It read really fast. Do I regret reading the manga first? Not especially, because I felt like I really consumed the story in a voracious and fast way, which I really was satisfied with. Going back to the anime, it's actually deeply depressing. In fact, the anime, I would say, is more depressing than the manga, mixed with the music and with all the effects and stuff. It's actually hard to watch because it gets a little bit like heavy. Sonic and X Shadow Generation. I mean, that was the first Sonic game I've ever played. So, what Final Fantasy games have I played? Yeah, I mean all of them, not in full, but I saw Parasite at the bookstore the other day. Now Frieren I'm watching at the same time, and Frieren is like a breath of fresh air by comparison. I actually cried at Frieren episode 1. Frieren, the way that Frieren isn't afraid to talk about time and death and feeling. It's an incredibly emotional experience. It's like so beautiful. It's a delight. I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. Something that happens with me is that if I get I really like to study, and I haven't been able to study something in a long time. I will say, like, the music stuff comes fairly easily, and I'm thinking about starting piano lessons in February so that I can be a little bit more nuanced when it comes to my musical education. But one of the cool things about discovering anime and manga is that I've been able to sort of reconnect to the part of me that really enjoys like honing in on something. And I don't always find that with video games now. I mean, I've been playing video games since I was 7. So like video games are like a well-oiled machine for me. Like I know what I'm getting when I experience it. And rarely does something really knock my socks off or whatever. But when I started reading Attack on Titan, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like astounding. And then Full Metal is the same. Full Metal, I think I like much more than Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan, it's interesting because Attack on Titan is really, really polished, but Attack on Titan stays at one emotional volume. Whereas Full Metal, every episode, I find myself laughing. I find myself getting like, whoa, this is really intense. I feel like a sense of relaxation when I read it. There's so much to enjoy about Full Metal. But Attack on Titan is sort of one note. Frieren 2 is like, you never quite know what you're going to get when you read it. You might laugh, you might cry, you might whatever. So, man, Full Metal is probably one of the best things I've ever read. And Attack on Titan, though, really sealed the deal for me as far as like manga being like a true piece of like manga being a legitimate source of storytelling. Because I used to be pretty ignorant about it, I'll admit. Yeah. What's XHX? Is that Hunter x Hunter? No, that would be the opposite. Yeah, okay, that's what you were saying. Yeah, and actually someone just told me that if I like Full Metal, that Hunter x Hunter would be something. Oh, and I should mention, I love Ghibli. I've been watching Ghibli. I've been watching Ghibli and Ghibli movies for years. I mean, I cried. The first Ghibli movie I ever saw. And again, seriously, if you want to go, like, by all means, like, I'm just winding down. I have some time, so I'm just taking it because I'm taking my day off tomorrow. Besides filming that episode of Sonic with my buddy. Is it Ghibli? Ghibli? It's Ghibli. It's pronounced GIF. GIF. Neighbor Totoro, I watched on a whim, and I wept. I love Ni no Kuni. Are you kidding? I love Ni no Kuni. Sonic X, the anime? I've watched every single Ghibli except for Land of the Fireflies. Is that what it's called? I won't watch that. I haven't watched the newer ones, but all the older stuff. Oh my goodness, love. Spirited Away I don't love. But yeah, Nausicaa is really underrated. Grave of the Fireflies. Thank you, Grave of the Fireflies. Ni no Kuni is so underrated. I don't think people really pay attention to it. It's so good. And Mononoke is phenomenal, of course. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. I'm really not keen on watching Grave of the Fireflies. Yeah, I'm good. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks a ton for hanging out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am going to release this probably the week after Thanksgiving, so not this week but the next week. That'll be the first half of this, then my chat with Chaz. I try to space out the Sonic videos because I'm thankful that they do very well, and thank you for watching them, but I don't want to overload the system with just Sonic, so I know. All right. This was supposed to be a split between Pokemon and Sonic. On Monday, I'm filming a video with True Green, who's a Pokemon creator here on YouTube. And we just decided that it was better to wait to do that second Pokemon thing. So I'm going to do that next week. So I'm going to do a video with him where we listen to 15 tracks, and then we'll do another episode of Pokemon next week, I think Wednesday evening from 2 to 5, same time as today. As a friendly reminder, I do stream full time now, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays are 10 to 6 or 10 to 5. With a break in between. Wednesdays are the same. Wednesday mornings are usually focused on, it's a podcast format, so it's really like question and answer. So you have music questions. That's the perfect time to ask. Usually like some whatever, basically like gossip, but without the bullshit. Tuesday mornings are usually listening to something or playing a game. And then in the evening, 2 to 5, it's usually more like this, just more. I think next week, listen to some of the Game of the Year soundtracks. Fridays are reserved 2 to 5 for Patreon live streams. And then in the morning is usually something random. So in this particular case, Friday morning, we'll be listening to the music and playing through Soulframe, which is the second game from Digital Extremes, the creators of Warframe. So eventually I'll start, probably in another couple weeks. I'm feeling like people are enjoying this. I'll start adding in actual gameplay. Variety streaming is always difficult because you want an audience for it, but that's the sort of the game plan for that. So with that, hope you had a great time. See you Friday at 10 a.m. if you'd like to check out Soulframe from Digital Extremes, checking out the music. And then I'm gonna leave this video up. But do actually end up watching the full video when it comes out. That would be very great. Thanks a ton for all the donations and all the memberships today. And we'll see you soon. All right. Have a great rest of your week and see you on Friday. Bye.